Australia, Sydney.
I'm from England.
From Vancouver, Canada.
I'm from Maryland, the USA.
So I have like a lot of friends, but I almost feel like I don't.
You're a professional, like you can do a tour guide in Japan in the future probably.
Have to learn the language first.
They cut you off, they speed, they beep at you, they're impatient.
So embarrassed to be with them on the train because they're just like talking so loud.
So where are you from?
Australia, Sydney.
What made you come to Japan?
I've kind of always been interested in the culture, the fashion, just the country in general, the food especially. I've been planning this trip for about 4 years. It's kind of my graduation present. So, yeah.
Is this your first time?
Yeah, first time.
Do you have any plan to visit Japan, any other cities? Stuff like that?
We've already gone to a couple others. So we went to Nagasaki, Hiroshima, Osaka, Kyoto, Kawaguchiko, and Tokyo's our last stop.
Oh, this is a lot.
Yeah.
You're a professional, like you can do a tour guide in Japan in the future probably.
Have to learn the language first, but
So you don't speak any Japanese?
oh, a little bit.
So do you want to learn it in the future?
Yes, very much so. Try Duolingo.
Yeah, you can date a Japanese guy so you can learn fast.
We'll get there.
Okay, so what is there anything that surprised you when you come to Japan? Or culture shock?
Not so much a culture shock, but I think I genuinely was surprised about how nice everyone is here. Like, obviously, it's my first time overseas, so I was a little bit nervous about speaking to people, especially when I don't know the language. But every single person that I've met has been so nice and accommodating. Like, I have heard that from other people, but I thought they were just saying that. But genuinely, that's been my biggest shock coming here.
It's real.
It's a good thing. It's a good shock to have. Yeah.
But I'm just wondering, if you ask someone, do you use English or do you use Japanese, like simple Japanese?
I use very simple Japanese. Like, I know a couple of phrases.
Like what?
トイレはどこですか?
Oh, cool. That's or another one's すみません.
すみません.
I guess you
That's
know
a good
that.
one. That's a good one.
Perfect. You can use
Those are
it.
easy. The ありがとうございます. おはようございます. They're the easy ones, but it's when you're asking to go places.
Now, is there anything like different between Japan and your home country? Like big different thing?
Yeah, I think just in general, people are a lot more courteous here, respectful. So, I don't know, at least in my hometown, people are a little bit louder, and I don't know, the thing that really surprised me is everyone lines up for the train. I really like that.
You mean Japan?
Yeah, in Japan.
And it's always on time.
Yeah, always on time. It's so good. Sydney, you'd be lucky, like, to even get your train on time. You expect that it's going to be late, essentially.
So, but you don't line up?
No, people just push through.
Really?
Yeah, straight up.
Okay.
It's very like a...
I was shocked, to be honest.
Yeah.
Okay. So, but do you have any like advice for the people that who wanna come to Japan for travel or for living? Do you have any advice for them?
I'd say it's not as scary as it seems. I was very nervous when planning this trip. I did way too much preparation, but genuinely, every single person here is so nice. They'll help you even find out what you want to do. Like, the taxi drivers have given me recommendations on what places to eat and stuff, and it's genuinely the best. So don't be afraid.
Do you think it's necessary to learn a little bit Japanese before you come to Japan?
I think it's helpful, and in my opinion, it's a little bit more respectful than assuming everyone speaks your same language. But I don't think it's essential to be able to be fluent in it. I've gotten by with a few bits and pieces. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. So last question is, if you had any chance, do you want to live in Japan?
Oh, yeah.
Why?
I think it's such a beautiful place. Like, some of the more rural places we went are just so gorgeous, and the weather is beautiful. Everyone's nice. I don't know. That's my experience from seeing it for a very short period, but I think I do want to look into it in the future.
I think you can do the tour guide in Japan someday in the future, probably. I think you're very like energetic, so you can do the tour guide and stuff like that.
Cool. Thank you.
Yeah.
Arigatou gozaimasu.
Welcome to Japan.
Thank you.
Arimasu. What's your name?
Helen.
Helen, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So Helen, where are you from?
I'm from England.
So you're living here or are you just traveling here?
Yeah, so I've been living here 10 months now.
10 months. So what made you come to Japan?
I don't have like a proper reason. Like, I've wanted to come here since I was like 12 years old. Like, I've always wanted to teach. So I always wanted to like work in a foreign country. And then when I was at university, I made like a lot of like Japanese exchange student friends. So then I sort of thought, oh, maybe here's good to come.
Oh,
Yeah.
because you have a connection with the Japanese students in England.
Yeah.
That's made you want to come to Japan.
It made
The
me...
biggest reason.
Yeah, like it made me realize it was like more possible. I love like countryside in Japan, to be honest. So that's like my main motivation, to be honest.
So in the future, you want to live in countryside in Japan,
Definitely.
like which prefecture?
I want to live in like Hyogo.
Hyogo. I heard there are a lot of gangsters.
It's okay.
No, I'm kidding. It's okay. So you're cute, so it's okay.
Thank you. But like I went to Kobe like a few months ago for like a solo trip, and I was thinking maybe that would be a good place to live.
So you like the vibe there?
Yeah, it's kind of similar to England, to be honest. Like people are a lot more like people like the humor as well. It's very similar to like British humor. So I felt like it was I felt kind of at home there.
It's more like much easier to talk with different people. I mean, strangers, stuff like that.
Yeah, definitely. Like a lot of locals were like coming up and talking to me, and now I have some friends from there that I'm still in contact with, and I'm like planning to meet in like a few weeks.
So what is you feel most surprised when you came to Japan the first time?
To be honest, I like researched a lot, so there was not a lot that surprised me. But I think how busy Japanese people are. Like even my friends, like when I was friends with them in England, I could meet them like every day. I could just call and be like, are you free? And then we'd meet. But here I have to organize like 3 months before, and then they write it in their calendar and they're only free for 2 hours at a certain time. So I have like a lot of friends, but I almost feel like I don't, because I can only meet them every 2 or 3 months.
Do you feel like there is like not that casual? I feel like there is a distance between your friend.
Yeah, definitely. Like in England, it's a lot more spontaneous. I think European countries definitely more spontaneous. But here, everything we have to like plan out.
Yeah, they put it in their calendar, sometime.
Basically, yeah.
What is the biggest difference between England and Japan? You live here for 8 months.
Biggest difference, weather.
The weather?
The weather.
I don't know which city you're from. You're from London?
I'm from like kind of countryside-ish in England.
It's like a rainy stuff?
Always rainy, so every day wet or grey. So even if it's not raining every day, the sky is grey, so everyone's mood is very low. But like Japanese winters are so bright and blue, and it was really surprising.
So you prefer the weather in Japan?
Definitely, definitely.
Probably you're gonna spend the rest of life in Japan.
Maybe.
I would like to visit British sometime.
Summer is best. Come in summer.
You're right. Don't stay in Japan. I mean, in the summertime, especially in Tokyo.
I like Japanese summer.
Really?
Yeah. I've never seen green so like bright in my life. So even though the weather is really hot, I think like the countryside is the most beautiful like I've ever seen.
I see. Probably we need to exchange.
Maybe.
By the way, do you speak any Japanese?
I speak some Japanese.
So before you came to Japan, learn a little bit?
Like the tiniest bit, to be honest. But I'm so busy, so I don't really study. But I'm okay.
Do you want to learn some?
Definitely. I want to like start putting in more effort, because obviously like staying here for a longer period of time, it's not good to not learn any.
You can make a Japanese boyfriend. It's the fastest way to learn another language, to be honest.
Yeah, I think so.
I think you're a popular in Japan, I guess. Must be. So, okay. So you've been living here for 8 months. 10 months. Okay. So do you have any advice for those who want to come to Japan for living or for traveling, whatever? Learn some Japanese?
Definitely learn Japanese. And like, if you are learning Japanese, just talk to anyone at all. I think like izakayas are like the best place, to be honest, to talk to people. Or like in central Tokyo, definitely it's a lot easier than like where I live. Like no one wants to talk to you at all, because there are like no foreigners really. And I think don't put too much pressure on yourself to do everything in all your free time. I think when I came here, every single free weekend I was like, I need to see this, I need to see this. And recently I've realized like just going to like a nearby cafe or like a walk is enough. Don't put so much pressure on yourself to do everything just because you're in Japan. It's too much stress, I think.
So now you're more like chill.
Definitely. Like, I used to sort of come into Central to meet my friends like every weekend, and now I just sort of walk around where my house is and like go to parks and things and read books.
Do you think you changed a lot? I mean, after you came to Japan?
I think my confidence is more, definitely more.
Really?
Yeah.
So it's suitable place for you to live, probably.
Definitely. I was really, really shy when I came here. I'm very anxious. I got stressed even like going to the supermarket. But
I can tell.
Now I can talk to most people, I think.
Good for you.
Thank you.
So do you want to live in Japan in the future, or you want to move back to British at some point?
I don't want to go back to England, I think is my thought, but I don't know what I want to do. Definitely, I don't want to stay in Tokyo for a long time. Maybe a few more years is okay, but afterwards, find somewhere new.
Hyoko.
Hyogo, yeah.
Date some gangster.
Maybe no.
No, I'm kidding. What's your name?
Olivia
Olivia?
Yeah.
Olivia, where from?
from Vancouver, Canada.
Cool. So you come here for travel or you're living here?
Yeah, just to visit.
You visit Tokyo? Yeah. Only Tokyo, or do you have any plan to visit other city?
We were in Osaka for 5 days, and we went to Kyoto, and then now we're in Tokyo.
How was it by now?
Really nice. I love it.
Is it the first time to come?
Yeah.
Cool. So is there any anything you feel like shocked or feel like surprised in Japan the first time you came?
Like, there's so many bikes here. There'll be just full parking lots of bikes, and then the cars are so small compared to Canada, and the roads are so small, and it's just small. So it's also really clean here. Like, all the streets are super clean. Nobody litters or anything. But there's also no garbage cans around, so I don't really know how that works.
Yeah, I was kind of confused in Japan first time. But only in the park, probably. You can find some trash bin in the park.
Yeah.
Do you know the Yogi Park?
Not really.
There's a big park next to the shrine.
Yeah.
The next time probably can hang out in the park. Very big park.
Okay.
It's a very good place to chill.
Yeah.
Do you want to come back
Yeah, I think so. For longer.
for longer, stay here for a couple months?
Yeah, maybe.
What is your advice for the people that want to come to Japan for travel?
Well, the group that I'm with is 5 boys, and they're all really loud. And I know Japanese people do not talk a lot in public, very quiet, and especially on the trains. And I'm so embarrassed to be with them on the train because they're just talking so loud. So don't do that.
Got it. Guys, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. So last question is, in the future, do you want to try to live in Japan if you had the chance?
I don't know if I would live here, but I would definitely visit for longer. Yeah.
I see. By the way, do you have anything that you feel inconvenient except for the trash bin?
Also notice that they only give one menu per table at restaurants, and there's not many napkins. They have all the sanitizing wipes, but not napkins. So I don't know. Those are just things that I noticed.
Only have the tissue, small size.
Yeah.
So you want to a big one
No, just a normal napkin. I feel like. I don't know.
to put in a leg.
Yeah.
I see. Okay, I will talk to the mayor of the Tokyo government. So I will let her know.
Perfect. Thank you.
Okay, no problem.
My name is Eric.
Eric, where are you from?
I'm from Maryland, the USA,
So you're traveling here, or are you living here?
traveling by myself.
What made you come to Japan?
So back when I was 16 in high school, I met a friend from my science class that was living on a military base in Japan, and he'd been to a lot of Asia, and he just said that I want to move back to Japan. I don't like the US, and that kind of planted that seed in my mind. And then talking to more people that have gone to Japan in my personal life, nobody said anything bad about it. So I just really wanted to come.
So you have a good impression about Japan because of him.
So that's what it was, yeah, a good first impression. And then when I got here, I kind of felt it. The first time I got off the plane and then stepped foot in the city, taking the metro home, I just had that feeling of wow, this is a really good place, you know?
Is there any different, you feel a big difference between Japan and the US?
So the big difference is people are less selfish. In the US, people are very self-centered. You know, they think that everything revolves around them. This is my world and you're just in it. It's crazy to me how this is the biggest city in the world and nobody's beeping the car horn at you. Nobody's racing down the highways in the U.S. People are very selfish on the highways. They cut you off, they speed, they beep at you, they're impatient. It's a very quiet place, which can be good, but it can also be bad because I like to socialize with people, but everybody's so quiet, I feel like I'll be disturbing them if I try and talk to them.
Do you have any advice for the people who want to come to Japan for travel?
I would just say do it, experience it. Like, you don't want to be on your deathbed wishing that you went and you didn't go. And yeah, it's very tourist friendly. The signs are in English, the metros are in English. The first 2 days I got a little lost a couple times in the metro stations, like Shinjuku was a busy one. Everybody in the metro, everybody's hurrying around, so it can be a little stressful looking at the signs and trying not to get in people's way.
Probably Shinjuku is the busiest one in the world.
Okay, I didn't know.
More than 3 million people
Wow.
use it every single day.
Wow.
Crazy.
Crazy.
Last question is, if you had any chance, do you want to live in Japan?
Oh man, as much as I don't like where I live at in the U.S., home is home. Maybe for a couple of years. I don't know about full time. I mean, maybe if I met like a Japanese woman and I had family and stuff like that, then yes. But just the social aspect at the moment, I don't have that. But if I had that, maybe.
OK， お疲れ様です。お疲れ様です。今天怎么样？
也很不错啊。
我觉得外国人还是
蛮愿意出境的，对吧？
对。然后今天主要是采访的游客比较多啊。所以我们想采访一些在日本居住的人，说说他们的想法，但是可能和我们去的地方有关系。
对，但是这次我们也问出了很多人将来的一些打算，对吧？有些。我记得其中有一个人也住在日本，那个教英语的在日本。
对，住在日本，住了大概10个月左右吧。
像他就很想长期住在这里，对吧？
对。他第一个，他也是
澳大利亚
的那个女生，
澳洲的。
我觉得他还是蛮想住在日本的。
对，像我以前就是来日本旅行才想到在居住在日本。
是吗？
对。
是吗？
所以我觉得，大家可以通过我们的频道了解更多关于日本的，也喜欢上日本。
今天就这样。
好。欢迎随时给我们留言，
对，
也联系我们。
OK， 先这样。
好，拜拜。好，拜拜。